Imagine you wake up. It is a new day, just like any other day you've lived. The morning light filters through your window just as it always does. You reach for your phone. A simple, automatic gesture. You tap the screen. Nothing happens. No notifications, no messages, no familiar chime. You try to open a news app. The loading symbol spins and spins, going nowhere. You try to search for an answer. The search bar is useless. You are met with a blank, empty page. It feels like a glitch, a temporary problem. Your phone must be broken. You walk over to your computer. You turn it on. The same silence greets you. No emails, no connection. The digital world you rely on has simply vanished. You turn on the television, hoping for some explanation. An emergency alert message scrolls across the bottom of the screen. It says only that there is a widespread network outage. No other details are given. The first few minutes are a strange mix of calm and dawning panic. Life continues, but with a new, jarring friction. A person tries to tap their phone to pay for coffee. It does not work. The credit card machine is offline. The transaction fails. The line behind them grows. Long line outside with systems offline, cash only sign. The cashier fumbles for the key to an old cash drawer. Some people have cash, many do not. City center's rhythm fractures. A digital billboard shows an error message. Another billboard stands dark. Traffic lights begin blinking yellow at some intersections. Drivers who rely on GPS are suddenly lost. They slow, squinting at street signs they haven't noticed in years. The morning commute, a delicate dance of timing and tech, devolves into gridlock of honking, frustrated drivers. The world outside starts to look different, more chaotic. The social fabric begins to fray. People are cut off from friends, cut off from family, cut off from colleagues. Morning check-in texts go unsent. Video calls with remote teams fail. The social media stream stops. We're left alone with our own thoughts and those nearby. Rumors spread by word of mouth. Whispers, cyber attack. Whisper, solar flare. Whisper, government shutdown. Each telling distorts the story. Fear, fueled by uncertainty, takes hold. At first, people assume it'll be fixed soon. They try to keep going, but dependencies are everywhere. The disappearance of the internet is not a single event. It is the first domino to fall in a long, cascading line of failures. The systems that run our modern world are not just connected to the internet, they are built upon it. Take the power grid, for example. While the core generation of electricity might be localized, the smart grids that manage distribution rely heavily on network communication. Without it, operators are flying blind. They cannot predict demand or reroute power efficiently, leading to rolling blackouts. Water treatment plants, other public utilities. Modern facilities use networked sensors to monitor water quality, pressure, flow rates. Automated systems adjust chemical levels and manage distribution. When the network is lost, automated systems may fail or switch to a default, less efficient mode. Human engineers must rush to take manual control, slow and prone to error. Residents may notice a drop in water pressure or receive boil water alerts. The supply chain is one of the first and hardest hit victims. A container ship loses connection to port authorities and to weather forecasting. A warehouse manager cannot see incoming inventory or where to send outgoing stock. Delivery trucks without GPS or manifests are stranded. Supermarket shelves fed by just-in-time delivery will begin to empty within days. The flow of goods, food, medicine, machine parts seizes up. The world's circulatory system has suffered a massive heart attack. Money for most of us is no longer paper. It is a number on a screen. With the internet gone, that screen is blank. Banks are thrown into chaos. Online banking portals are inaccessible. Mobile payment apps are useless. ATMs may function for a short while on cached data or local networks, but they cannot be refilled or reconciled with the central banking system. People, realizing their digital wealth is trapped, rush to the banks to withdraw physical cash. Long, anxious lines snake around city blocks. The global financial markets, the very heart of the world economy, come to an immediate and screeching halt. Trading is impossible. Stock exchange in New York cannot open. Stock exchange in London cannot open. Stock exchange in Tokyo cannot open. The value of trillions of dollars in assets is frozen in place, their fate unknown. Corporate leaders cannot access their funds. They cannot pay their employees. They cannot conduct business. The entire engine of commerce, which runs on high-speed data connections, has seized. Governments and central banks are powerless to intervene in the short term, as their own communication and control systems are compromised. For businesses large and small, the impact is catastrophic. A local bakery that uses a cloud-based point-of-sale system cannot make a single sale. A multinational corporation loses access to all its internal files, communications, and operational data stored on remote servers. Remote work, which became the backbone of the knowledge economy, ceases to exist. Millions of workers are suddenly unemployed, not because their jobs are gone, but because the tools to perform them have vanished. The economy is not just shrinking, it is offline. It has ceased to function in any recognizable way. The crisis quickly becomes one of trust. The world stops moving. The aviation industry is the first to be grounded. A modern airplane is a flying data center, in constant communication with ground control, weather satellites, airline networks. Without these connections, air traffic controllers cannot safely manage the skies. Flights are immediately canceled worldwide. Planes that are already in the air are instructed to land at the nearest suitable airport using older radio navigation methods. Thousands of aircraft are stranded. Airports become chaotic holding pens for millions of travelers, with no way to get home and no information about when they might leave. On the ground, the situation is no better. The intricate web of logistics that moves goods around the globe unravels. Ports that use automated cranes, digital manifests to load and unload container ships, are paralyzed. The global supply chain, which relies on precise, internet-driven timing, breaks down completely. Trucks equipped with GPS for navigation and digital systems for tracking their cargo are lost and disconnected. Within days, the consequences become visible to everyone. Grocery store shelves begin to empty. Pharmacies run out of essential medicines. Factories fall silent, waiting for parts that will never arrive. Cities, too, are choked by gridlock. Traffic management systems that optimize the flow of vehicles by adjusting signal timings in real time go dark. Intersections become snarled messes of confusion and frustration. Ride-sharing apps, a staple of urban mobility for millions, are defunct. Public transit systems face severe disruptions. People are forced to walk or use bicycles. In hospitals, the internet outage triggers a life-or-death crisis. Modern healthcare is deeply woven into digital networks. Doctors and nurses lose immediate access to electronic health records. A patient's history, allergies, current medications are trapped on inaccessible servers. Diagnostic equipment like MRI, CT scanners, and image transfer systems are disrupted. Telemedicine, rural patients, patients with mobility issues, ceases to exist. The ability to consult with experts across the world in real time is gone, leaving local medical teams isolated and overwhelmed. The breakdown in communication is just as severe. Email, messaging apps, social media, many phone services, all silent. Families are cut off from loved ones in other cities or other countries. A parent cannot check on their child at college. Someone working abroad cannot tell their family they are safe. This information vacuum is quickly filled with fear and anxiety. Without reliable news sources, rumors spread like wildfire, creating panic and mistrust. The sense of global community evaporates, replaced by profound isolation. Emergency services struggle to coordinate their response. Police, fire, ambulance, they lose access to digital maps for routing, online databases for background checks, communication links to hospitals to prepare for incoming patients. The coordinated, data-rich response is replaced by a slower, more fragmented effort. First responders rely on older methods, on ingenuity, but lack of information hampers help. The silence would not last forever. Eventually, networks would be rebuilt. The internet, or some version of it, would return. But the world that emerges would be irrevocably changed. A brutal, unforgettable lesson in fragility. We would be forced to confront the fact we built a global society on a foundation we did not fully control, and we fatally underestimated its vulnerabilities. The primary lesson: humility. We are not the masters of the complex systems we create. We are merely participants. A global debate would ignite about how to rebuild. Swift restoration of the old internet, proponents. A resilient, decentralized model, advocates. Governments could mandate analog backups for critical infrastructure. Power grids, non-digital controls and drills. Water systems, non-digital controls and drills. Hospitals, non-digital controls and drills. A purely digital future replaced by a hybrid model. One that values connection, one that values independence. Cultural and social shifts would follow. Without constant digital distraction, some people might choose to live differently. Renewed appreciation for local community. Renewed appreciation for face-to-face interaction. Renewed appreciation for tangible skills. Amateur radio surges, gardening surges, mechanical repair surges. New respect for older technologies, printed books, paper maps, handwritten letters. The forced disconnection might teach us to be present. The outage of 2025 remembered as a turning point. Convenience and efficiency often cost resilience. The experience forces hard questions.